Hi everyone, Sandra here, and today we're making lip balms. They're super easy to do. I have an older video on it, but I've changed my recipe quite a few times since then, and this one is super simple and I really like it. I've been using lip balm since my early 20s, but I'd say about 7-8 years ago I started making my own because I just started getting like a lot of cold sores and stuff, and I eventually figured out it was not from the lip balm, but something in the lip balm I feel was keeping something sealed on my lips, like a virus or whatever. And it didn't seem to matter what brand I bought. It just kept happening. So then I found out about making my own, and I haven't honestly had that problem since. And I just like knowing what's in there, and I'm putting on my lips several times a day, you know, so it's good if you can do it yourself, and it is easy. So let's get started. Alright, what you're going to need is about 2 tablespoons of beeswax pastils, 4 tablespoons of oil. I'm using apricot oil. You can use coconut oil, you can use olive oil, you can use grapeseed oil. It's all up to you. And then here I have sweet orange essential oil. You don't have to use any essential oils, but they are a nice little touch, and you can use what you like. And then I have these tubes here. This recipe should make between 10 and 12 of those. You can get these on Amazon. I'll put links to all this stuff down in the description box. But basically that's all you're going to need. Okay, to get started, I have here like a makeshift double boiler. This actually is a double boiler, and the top of it I use for a lot of my salves and stuff. But once you use beeswax in something, it's very difficult to get it out. So dedicate something directly to that, and that's what this measuring cup is for. Also, it makes it easier to pour because there's a lip on there. So we're going to get your water up to boiling, or just about. So go ahead and get your beeswax in there. I got this little wooden skewer thing here I use for stirring. And you can add color to this if you like. You can use a mica powder once this is all boiled up, not boiled up, but melted together. And I'm going to add my oil right away too. Okay, I have my water heating up ahead of time, and now it's at a low boil, or just starting to boil here. And this is already starting to melt up right away, and it's only been, geez, less than a minute. So just keep an eye on it and kind of stir it around a little bit. This step of mixing the oil with the beeswax should only take a couple of minutes. Okay, so it's all melted together. We're going to turn off our heat and add our essential oils. And I'm adding, I'd say, about 20 drops of the sweet orange. You can use peppermint, lavender, and lemon. I mean, really almost any combination you want. And if you were using the mica, this would be the time that you would add it. And if you do use mica, you may need to adjust your recipe to a little bit more oil, because the mica powder will soak some of that up. So we're just going to stir that in, and we're going to get to filling our tubes. Okay, when filling your tubes, you want to do it fairly quickly, because this will harden in a short amount of time. Let's get them in there. And you want to fill them all the way to the top where they almost look too full, because as it solidifies, it'll shrink down. If that happens, it's not a big problem. Just add, melt up just a little bit more of some beeswax and oil and top them off. And then once they're all filled, we're going to let them sit here on the counter for about an hour. They'll be hardening within 5 to 10 minutes. But within an hour they should be able to be used. If you're in a hurry, then after that initial 5 minutes or so, pop them in the fridge. Great. They are all done. I hope you can see that. I don't know. Well, I had to top them off a little bit because what happens is it's kind of like with candles. When it starts to solidify, it sinks down and it almost has a hole in the center. So this recipe got me 12 tubes with leftovers enough to top them off. And then you just clean up the tubes. I have a couple of little drips here, no big deal. They work great. If you like a little bit firmer of a lip balm, add just a little bit of extra beeswax. If you want something a little more glossy, add just a little bit more of oil. Just experiment with it. You can do a lot of different things with your own lip balms. They're super easy to do. They're fun. They make great gifts. And you can really personalize them. So thumbs up if you like the video. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. It was nice talking to you. And you take care.